Hello and welcome to another episode of my Mounjaro journey. I've just resigned myself to calling it that now, the Mounjaro journey. Um, this is 2 weeks after my last episode, so this is like episode. This is covering weeks episode the weeks. This is covering the weeks 15 and 16. There, I managed to say a simple sentence. Congratulations to me. So I'm going to let you know how it's all been going over the past 2 weeks. I'll let you know what's happened on the weighing scales, what I've been eating, and just generally how I'm feeling. So a little catch up. I bulk buyed when the prices were going up, even though they didn't actually end up going up that much. But when the prices were about to go up, we're talking like 2 months ago now, basically. I bulk buyed, and I was on the 5 milligrams Mounjaro, and it was working. So I bulk buyed 3 months worth of the 5 milligrams. They let me buy 3 pens basically. So that's what I did, and they were all 5 milligrams. So I have not gone up in dosage, and I do think that has made me plateau a bit because over the past few weeks, I've not been losing that much weight really at all. I've not been gaining weight. And I can't even tell if my diet's gone that differently. Maybe I'm not being as strict. A couple of illnesses here and there over the past few weeks. But I started to plateau really. And I thought this would be a good chance to just talk about the journey in its entirety so far, because I did start in July, I believe. So that's what? July, August, September, October, November. In December will be 6 months on this. So how much have I lost in 6 months is what I want to get into. But just how I'm feeling like, and I should have expected this because I think it's the same with most diets. You lose a lot quickly, and then it becomes hard work, and that's when the work really begins. So yes, I lost the most weight. Like, I lost, out of all the weight I've lost, I lost about 80% of it in the first month probably, and it was just a good decline every single week, a strong decline, and I was like, oh my god, this is incredible. And like, the weight decline was so steep like this, but then it just started very slowly for a couple of reasons to go very, very slow. Like, it's just plateaued a bit, and yeah, it's a strange feeling because I feel like the drugs still work. I'm so often not hungry. I went out to dinner with all my friends the other night. We went to a nice bar in London called 100 Wardour Street. Is it called 100 Wardour Street or just 100 Wardour? Anyway, it's on 100 Wardour Street. It's on Wardour Street and it's number 100. And it's a nice bar with live music and good food. We all bought a bunch of food to share. I just could not stomach eating anything. I was not in the mood at all for eating. And that's like a fundamental difference in my relationship with food. If I went out before, I would get the most delicious, tastiest thing and eat it. And I would love doing that. It'd be a social thing where I sit down, like, oh my god, you guys should try this. Like, we'd be share. I definitely love restaurants where you kind of share foods, like Korean barbecue type of stuff, hot pots, those kind of restaurants. I really love them where you can actually, share the taste with other people and be like, what do you think? Like, I love that. And yeah, we went to this restaurant. We ordered a big platter of things to share. And I could barely, I had like a 1 bite or 2 bites of chicken. And that was it. I could not stomach it. I just was not in the mood for eating. And I'm not saying every other time I went to restaurants I was really, really hungry. I wasn't. I would just love that social experience when you're out sharing food with people. It's just a fun thing to do, right? But I went out with my friends, and there was just a bit of my brain that was like, I don't feel like eating. It's kind of a chore to put this food in my mouth, if I'm honest with you. And so I didn't really eat. And I still had a great time. I was out with my friends, and they were like eating the food, and they were like, Auntie, you gotta eat. And I was like, I will. And I wasn't trying to be weird about it, but I was just like, I will. And I was just like, got a little like knife and forky bite of it, and I was like, I'm not in the mood to eat this. It's weird how it doesn't work with drinks like cocktails and stuff. Like, I still, like, if I am out, I'm like, oh, let's have a rum or tequila, some kind of tequila-y cocktail of some sort. It's weird how it doesn't affect my will in that aspect. I don't know. Maybe I've got an addiction to alcohol. Oh no. But I don't drink that much, so I won't. Don't worry, I don't. I don't drink every week. I don't drink every night. But when I'm out, I do sometimes have a drink or two. But yeah, I just really noticed that on that night. I was like, damn, I'm out with my friends. They're all enjoying this food. And it doesn't look horrible or anything, but I just do not feel like eating that food at all, you know? And so it was what it was. So that's a fundamental difference in my relationship with food now. And that's even now that the weight has plateaued. Now, people have been writing to me and saying, oh, look for smaller, other types of wins, i.e. clothes looking baggy on me. Like this t-shirt, for example, is a really baggy t-shirt now. Used to fit me snugly, and now it's just baggy McBaggerson. Like, it's just baggy. So that's a win. Even though I'm not losing as much weight as before, it's still like the clothes are getting smaller. I still go to the gym 3 times a week. I go swimming 3 times a week. I still have the issue where I don't push myself as hard as I probably should because I've got some block in my mind about hurting my back. But that just is what it is. I'm going to have to find a way to get over that one day. But yeah, that's sort of how it's been going over the past 2 weeks. I'm going to show you what I, Inti Conde, have been eating because, as always, it's absolutely bloody delicious. Now, let me just get this up. Okay, so here we go. I'm mixing in some chicken with some delicious spices, as I always do. Probably Cajun spice, the usual. Put it in the air fryer for like 30 minutes, 35 minutes, whatever it is. And I just let that do its work. And then the other thing I did was cut up a bunch of potatoes into sort of squares. Put it in a big pan or tray. And then I... this is me seasoning the chicken. Okay, so the video's in the wrong order. This is me seasoning the chicken. So that other bit where I was putting the chicken in the air fryer, that was like a teaser of the future. So now we've gone back in time. Like, I guess this is like, I don't know, Memento or something. Okay, we're back to the potatoes now. So I've put the chicken in the air fryer, back at potatoes. Now I'm going to cut up some peppers. Delicious peppers. I love peppers. Bell peppers are some of my favourite vegetables. Some onion. I'm cutting up the onions. Obviously, I don't know how you guys feel, but whenever I cut up onions, I always cry. Like, it just makes me cry. I did do the candle trick where you light a candle near you when you do it, and hopefully that takes all the juice away from your eyeballs. And it does work sometimes, but I just didn't do it this time. Mix it all together, stick that in the oven for like 40 minutes or so, and then there you have it. There's the chicken and the potatoey, peppery thing. And I just eat that every single day. I'm still doing the meal prep, but still going well. The meal prep's going really well. I meal prep and I just eat that, and then for lunch or for my snack, I usually have rice cakes. Like, there's a couple of things that I've inadvertently just cut out of my diet almost 100%. I barely ever eat bread anymore because I've made sure that my snack is always rice cakes. So I just don't ever buy bread, and bread's never in my house anymore, which, also means I don't really ever eat butter anymore, or peanut butter, or jam, or Marmite, or chocolate spread, Nutella. Like, I don't eat any of that stuff, and that stuff, I used to love toast as like my snack, and I just don't eat that anymore. So that's great. Like, it just cuts out a bunch of other things I didn't even expect. I don't eat cereals or anything like that. I always skip breakfast, to be honest with you. I have a black coffee, skip breakfast. Still do have a bit of a sweet tooth here and there. I need to buy, and my housemate hates this. She hates it. I have to buy Pepsi Max or Diet Coke. I just get bored of water, and I drink a lot of water, loads of water, but it just just gets so hard to just keep downing water. I know you're supposed to drink a lot of water when you're on Mounjaro, but it's just difficult for me. So I need to have something else in my mouth if I'm going to be drinking. So I have Pepsi Max. Still do have a bit of a sweet tooth here and there. Like I say, on my cheat days, I definitely indulge in some chocolate and stuff. But let's just have a look at what it is doing on the weighing scale. So over the past 6 months, I have lost a grand total of 46.3 pounds. 46.3 pounds. I weigh the same. So over the past, week 12, I was 135. Sorry. On week 12, I was 105 kilograms. Week 13, I was 105 kilograms. Week 14, 105 kilograms. Week 15, 105 kilograms. Week 16, today, I'm 104 kilograms. But I don't weigh myself every day. Maybe I dip down to 104 kilograms throughout the week and then go back up to 105. Maybe I go up to 106 and then dip back down to 105. I don't know. I'm probably around the same area that I've been. But it feels annoyingly slow. But when I look back at the 6 months, it's like, okay, that's a good amount of pounds that I've lost. I do feel a lot better. Like I say, all my clothes feel baggier, so that's a good thing. And my relationship with food has fundamentally changed. When I go out and I don't want to eat, I don't indulge in that. I just don't feel like it anymore. So that's a fundamental difference in my relationship. But yeah, I need to. I guess I need to lower the calories in that meal that I have every single day. I have that meal and I have the rice cakes, and I probably should do less on my cheat days. But yeah, I should probably start to lower the calories on that because I've plateaued a bit. Snack here and there. Probably should drink less Pepsi Max. My housemate's probably right. But we live and we learn, right? We live and we learn. Let's see how we do in the next week or two. Hopefully there will be some change in the scales. I'll be hitting that 6 month range probably. So let's just see how it goes and just be lovely to each other. That's the main thing we can be. Thank you very much. I will speak to you later.